There you go. So we're good
All
now.
right. So I played soccer, table tennis, track and field. This is what I like to watch. Figure skating, basketball, and I sang tenor for a couple of years with a 27-piece orchestra sometimes. Okay, I started trading with it was April, which really I got a call one day from a lady who introduced me to April and told me that I could try it for I think it was about 14 days. And then after that, I would have to pay $90 per month for the platform. So that was the first time I'm hearing about April. I'm hearing about Forex, and that was in 2016. And so I tried, and then I started looking up on YouTube, started learning about PIPs, PIP, which is what it says it was, I think, what positioning points in Pips. What was Pips again? What did it say it was? I forget. Anyhow, that's where I started to learn from YouTube and April. And then after that, I told my stepson about this, and he looked up and told me about Online Trading Academy. So I didn't go back to April. I just continued paying for the platform, and I went to Online Trading Academy, and I did a course with them. And I was continuing follow-up, and I have been doing anything with April until about 3 years later. And all that time they were collecting for the platform. Anyway, I got back to with April about 2020, 2019, 2020. And then I went to some of the boot camp. That's where I met David. When he talk about if you would you like to know 15 minutes into the future or what, 150 years into the future? I never forget that. I'm going to give that. And so that's where I started. And I've got into trade on the street when you had a guy named Rob who was doing it with Sean in the mornings. And I got into trade on the street, got the $10,000 account, and here I am. And David used to have the trade on the street people on what, Tuesday nights?
Yep.
And then you started this, and you just grandfather us into it. And so here I am. Okay. So as you know, it's trade on the street. So this is what my aim is tonight. Want to let you know, to emphasis is going to really be on why is PTP important? And these are my objectives. How to identify PTP, the purpose of good PPT, how poor PPT impact one's trade, why a trader should have good PPT, and why exit is also a form of PPT. Any questions? Okay. Why did the chicken cross the road? Anyone who wants to answer that question? Seems quite vague. Okay. Nobody wants to answer? Okay.
I feel like it's a trick question.
Huh?
It's a trick question.
It's a trick. Okay. Aristotle said, it's the nature of chickens to cross roads. Isaac Newton says, chickens at rest tends to stay at rest. Or chickens in motion tend to cross roads. Heisenberg says, we're not sure which side of the road the chicken was on, but it was moving very fast. Pauline says, there already was a chicken on this side of the road. Now, why am I saying all this, or why is this question? My main emphasis is that we all see the market differently. Therefore, we develop rules so that we can be on one accord. So even though we're talking about chicken, you see all these scientists and philosophers see differently. So similar with the market, we see differently. Everyone has a different view of it. And so we develop rules so we can navigate. Now, this is my philosophy that I'm going to apply in this presentation. And that is, if you tell me, I'm going to forget. If you teach me, I'm going to remember. But if you involve me, I will learn. So in tonight's presentation, you're going to be involved. Is that okay with everyone? So get your pen and your paper out, or otherwise, just get your pen out. Levels of PPT. There are 3 levels of PPT. Level 1, what is PTP? Level 2, how to add trades with good PPT to reduce your risk. And level 3, how to gain the maximum profit with good PPT. I'm going to be focused on level 1. So here's your first chance to be a part of this. On the chart below, indicate where you would enter buys and sells. So take out your pen and have a go at it. Anyone can just put an S for sell and B for buy. Is this in the way? I see some people drawing their face on this. Whose face is that?
That's my drawing.
Right. That's it. That's it.
Yep.
All right. So we have buy here, buy, sell, sell. There any place we think we could add more buy or sell? Is there any other place that hasn't been indicated on this chart? Okay, that's Logan adding buys. Megan, Brandon, Elarion. Okay. We all agree with that? Wait, why is my chart moving? Okay, so we have sell there. We have sell. We have sell. Good. Good. Sell. Good. Buy. Okay, good. I didn't see any buy there. Buys. Okay, good. Sell. I didn't see any sell there. Buy. Okay, buy. Buy. Okay, sell. Okay, let's go on. Okay, great. You guys did great. Fantastic. Give yourself a clap. Give yourself, here, clap yourself. Fantastic. Now, based on your answer, I want you to give me or define for me what is PTP in your own words. What is PTP?
It's an optimal place to put your trade in.
Optimal place to put your trade. Good. Anyone else? That's from Brandon. That's Brandon.
Brendan.
Good. Is Brendan?
Brendan. Yeah.
Brandon. Okay. Anyone else? Come on, you guys know something, man.
You gotta look at the chat. They're saying.
Huh?
So
Okay.
so Joseph said, let's see. Lee says action point, best price. Joseph said it's in the beginning of predicting for the next move.
All right.
Megan is saying action points that identify a turn for the place to place an entry, for placing an
Great.
entry.
Excellent. Excellent.
Logan says PTP is the opposite of my trades.
Who's that?
That's Logan.
Okay, so in simple words, it's just knowing where on the chart to place your trade. Fine job, guys. Good. So let's move on. How do I erase the screen? How about a
I got you. I got you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, I'm going to put up a chart here. All right. So I want you to give me 2 reasons why a buy at this point is poor PTP. Can we all see the chart?
Mm-hmm.
Why a buy at this point is considered poor PTP? Give me 2 reasons for this.
Lee is saying it's at the end of a price cycle.
End of a price cycle. That's Lee.
Hilarion,
Good.
Hilarion says he only buys when he's high.
What
So
says?
he only buys when he's high. I mean, buying high.
Fine.
So
Okay.
it's Joseph said it's half of the previous move.
Half of the previous move. Okay.
Robin says top of the range.
Top of the range.
It's early in the new candle.
Early in the new year. It's early in the new candle. That's finished form. Any other answers? Anybody can run here?
Alfred says you have no history, but yeah, you don't have anything to the left of the chart.
Anyone can
It's
run? Anyone ever heard FOMO?
Ivan says it's overbought.
Overbought? Okay. That could be too. Possibly overbought. Anybody heard of FOMO?
Yeah.
Fear of
So
missing
why
out?
the FOMO? That's why people would buy there. But
Yeah.
you asked the question, why would they not buy there? Why should you not?
Okay. So
For sure.
yeah, so actually the effect of that poor PPT is possibly end of a price cycle and you'd be chasing the market, right? So that's too reasonable answer. Any questions so far, guys? Any question? Okay, so let's move on. So I'm going to put back the same chart. And now you're going to get a chance to draw on the chart where you would possibly, where you could buy again on this chart. Where you could indicate on this chart. Who was that who drew on it? That was Megan. B. Buy. Ilarian, you'd buy there also. Who said Alfred? Alfred, you'd buy here. Okay. That's some folks showing. So let's discuss. Alfred said here. Why would you buy here, Alfred? Why would you buy here? What is P? The flag?
Oh,
Huh?
you want to write that or type that in the chat, maybe? Action point. Got
Oh,
it.
you think that's an action point? Okay. Do we all agree with that, that here's an action point to buy? Do we agree with this? No comment?
Sorry, I'm reading. Let me read the chats here really quick.
Okay.
Hilarion says 50% of the previous move. This is usually where I get burned if I'm initially short. An example of my last chance to get out unscathed. I learned that lesson many times.
Okay. Because
Megan said
I'm
that
asking for buy, and that looked like a point where you'd probably sell, because that would be like failing 50% of the previous move, right?
Megan said that might be at the end of the price cycle. Lee says maybe an M.
Maybe an
Tammy
M
says
sub.
depending. It says yes, depending on how far away. And Logan says that it could be a possible head and shoulders. Right.
Could be
That's fine.
possible and shoulder, yeah. Okay. So we'd really buy here, right? So here we'd possibly buying, because if we would not have bought here, because if it fails, just about the 50 of this move come down. So here would be a possible place to buy. Can you raise the chart, Sheffield, please?
Yep.
Thank you. You've been a good class monitor.
I am a good TA.
Now, after you've placed buy there, this is your break even. Now, can you tell me why your break even would be further down? Why is it that your break even is just in the middle? Why hasn't it been further down?
That's the 50%, right?
It's about, well, why isn't it further down?
Because of math. Because of math.
Because
Well, I mean,
some
it's all
way,
very.
in
If
some
you
way,
have,
yes, it's because of
if
math.
if these two trades are equal, then that should be 50% of your trades.
That
If
should,
they're if they're
is it
equal
two? Yeah,
volume,
if there's the
right?
same number of trades.
Yeah, equal volume.
Okay.
Hey, I know that math.
Okay. So, because of bad PPT from the first trade, right? So we are buying here, which is at top of the price cycle. And then you come here and you buy, then your break even should be further down. But because of the poor PPT up here, you're buying at the end of the price cycle in the same direction. So bad PPT from the first trade affect the break even negatively. Now, my next question is, how could you have changed or lower the break even line? Type in your answer, or you can answer vocally. How could you change or lower your break even line?
More
Well,
trades. Joseph says commission spreads, more trades, higher lot size. Megan says you can slam in. Yeah, right, Megan. Like you do that.
for bigger size, buy.
Don't
Buy
place
and pull
don't
back.
place the top trade to begin with. Yeah, that's a great point. Bigger
Okay.
size, buy on a pullback.
Mhm. So, you know, if you want your break even to be lower, you would have buy where? Here,
Yeah, if you're pulling your break
again.
even down, right?
Yeah. So if you want it to be lower, what would you do in order to get this break even to come further down?
Well, I think everybody said that you would either add more trades on. You could add more trades here. That's what people are saying.
Okay.
You could buy at the next action point down here. This is
Okay.
what Logan just said.
Okay, fantastic. Add more trades.
Add more trades. Yep.
That's fantastic. You guys are on the ball. You're sharp like a two-edged sword. So add more trades. Yes, indeed. And if you add more trades, then it's going to come down. But adding more trade, how will the addition of more trades impact your account?
It's a good question. How will adding more trades impact your guys' account?
Can you
It
see
adds,
my question?
uh-huh. It
Okay.
adds more risk, is what
Okay,
people
so
are saying.
Joseph said more, Megan said more risk. Joseph
Okay.
said
Yep.
raise your risk. Okay. Any other? Any other answers? Any other?
I think that's the common theme is that it just adds to your risk,
Add
right?
to your risk. Excellent, excellent. You guys are on the ball.
And you risk
Excellent.
out.
You may. Excellent. So more trades, as a result of bad PPT increase your risk exposure. So
Mhm.
from this question, you should be able to draw from this why good PPT is important, right? So it allow your break even to be in the right place. You think of the opposite of this, right? This
Yep.
bad PPT from the first trade affect your break even. So you know that if you have good PPT, then your break even will move in the right position. Will have you have a shorter distance in order to achieve your goal or to be profitable. If you add more trades, if you have to add more trades, that's going to affect your account. So good PPT will reduce your exposure. Any question? Any question?
Yep. I think we're good.
Good? All right. PPT in exiting your trade. The trade again. I'm using the same trade, make it much easier.
Now, this is something we don't really talk about, so I'm glad you're bringing this up. Is like we always talk about PTP on entries, but we never, well,
Talk
we
about
don't talk about exiting
exiting.
PTP,
Well,
right?
exiting also has to do with PPT.
Mhm.
So my question is, if the market continues down with good PTP, state and indicate. So you have two things to do. You're going to state and you're going to indicate on the chart where to exit during a pullback. Everyone can answer the question. If the market continues down, so you're going to state and you're going to indicate on the chart where to exit during a pullback. So Dave, you always say it is most difficult part to trade when to get out. That's that's a comment.
Yep, and it's
Trade
true.
prop.
It's easy
So
to get in, hard to. It's hard to know how to exit, right? Or it's easy to to learn
okay,
proper
so
PTP.
someone's Ilarian said E exit. I don't see anybody state anything here. Just one. Nobody's writing. Fail prop challenge.
Yeah. Draw on the chart where you guys think the exits of these buys should be. Right?
Break. Where is the break even greater line on this one?
This one is right here.
That's a typo.
Yeah.
It should be just break even.
Somewhere right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the break even line. It will come down. Anyone, where is the break even line on this one? Okay, someone identified here. Exit at the action point. Indicate where is the action point. Which action point? There are several action points. Exit at the action point. That's Joseph said that. If you draw an action point, just put AP.
Yep.
Any other comment? I don't have access to the draw function. Okay.
That's because you got to down just so for future reference, Joseph. If you can't annotate, it's because you're on the web. You're using a web browser, not downloading Zoom. So,
Alfred, you're saying to exit there? Okay.
what do you think, Cliff? Where's our exit?
I think we exit is here. If you're coming from, if the market you're coming from down here, you're just gonna wait for one price cycle up. So we're considering that this is 1, 2, 3. So one price cycle up, you exit up here. I have a drawing tool here. This doesn't work. So a pullback of one price cycle. That's where you would exit.
And you'd also align that with an action point. So I'm seeing this as a 1, 2 price cycle move. So
You see
I
that's
would
too?
I would exit here
You're
at
like
that action point.
at this one.
Yep.
I was
That's-
looking for that 3 price cycle. These two are about the same, and this one is a little short. But to exit at a one
this
price
is-
cycle after
and
3.
it would be one price cycle back. It would also be at the 50%
Yeah.
of this entire.
And it
this,
yeah.
If it comes down to here, you're exiting at the 50, right?
And so it'd be 50 at the 50 here.
And I'd probably add a few more trades here to pull the break even line down to here. But that's how I would trade that.
Okay. Exiting at the exit on the passing of price cycle on the opposite move to the current move. That is interesting. That's Joseph. So the effects of good PTP. So why it's important to have good PPT is that it minimizes your risk exposure. It brings your break even into close proximity so that you can exit with profit, and traders are able to exit without a loss. So those are the 3 key points for good, why you need to have good PTP. So make sure this is in your notes. When I come back to class, I'm going to check your notebook.
Oh, his teacher hat's coming on.
So make sure this is in your notebook. Why it is good to have good PTP.
Since you're a chemistry teacher, so yeah, let's make something good happen with PTP, right?
Yes, let's have
Get in
a
sync
good
with it.
reaction, a good reaction. Chemical
Good
reaction. Yes.
There we go.
Minimize the risk exposure. Bring your break even line into close proximity and traders, you're able to exit without a loss. So that's good PTP. So that's why you need. Now I want you to look at this trading, and you're going to tell me if you can identify any good PTP or any in terms of entry and exit. Now remember, PTP includes entry as well as exit. So just put the I for entry if it's good entry, and put E if it's good exit. I, good entry. E, who put S? Who indicate with S? Exit, Illyrian. Alfred, what's that? Yeah. A formula for profit. That's Megan. I'm referring to this side where you can see clearly entry and exit. So would you guys consider these as good entry? Yes or no? Just type a yes or N. Would you consider these as good entry? Okay, good. Why would it be, why are these considered good entry? You can type in the box. Why are they good entry?
Lee is saying an M, but
Looks like 3-candle reversal, 3-bar reversal.
there you go.
Okay. Third price cycle, end of third price cycle, or just third price cycle, which is what? Okay, good. So it's the end of the price cycle. So we would not sell at this point. We would not buy at this point, we'd sell. How about exit? Would we consider this a good exit? Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes, but maybe not maximum profit. Well, this is it's close to maximum profit, right? If you look across, it's close to maximum profit. How about these? Are these good entry? Yes, no. First time cycle. Okay, someone. What about these? Are these good entry? Yes? No?
That second set here,
Huh?
this second set helps move the break-even line for these initial ones, right? So
Okay. For these.
No, I'm thinking, sorry, I'll just put an arrow. So this second set here
Mm-hmm.
moves the break-even line up
For
these
these down here.
for these ones here. For these second ones, right? This one is closed.
Uh-huh.
So these trades got put on. It went up. So the second group here at the top,
Oh, these you're referring to.
these ones here, bring the break-even line up
For these trade.
for these trades. So
Okay.
then when you get out, I mean you got out, all these trades were in profit, right?
Uh-huh. Because this candle here is a candle that confirm that you're having a turn.
Yeah.
All right. So you would consider these trades then as good entry. Anybody
these
want to
second ones are
guess
better
who?
than these.
Anybody want to guess whose trade this is? Anybody want to guess whose trade this is? Someone say fuzzy, but I see. Some say cliff trade. No, it's Dave. It's David's trade. Okay, guys, good job. Fantastic.
Yeah. So who said that was bad? Did we get people who were complaining about that?
No.
Just kidding. Hilarion, you didn't like my trading? What's going on?
You can tools for trading in any market. So we did good PTP. There are three things, three tools or three skills you need to have that you can trade in any market. One is good PTP, which we have done. I'm not going to elaborate on these, knowing your KPI and position size, which deals with risk management, lowering your emotion, that's your psychology, and allow you opportunities to allow you to have maximum opportunities. So that these three things are key for trading in any market. Good PTP, knowing your KPI and your position size. And the position size, three key thing comes in position size. But for me tonight, thanks for your attention and your participation. So this was just for level 1, why we need good PTP. Any question? Any question?
I have a comment. I think this is we've taught PTP a couple times now through this year, right? Not like recently.
What time is it?
And we've talked about it in our class quite a bit. And I'm actually really happy with everybody's response and answers. Is like we've talked about it enough that you guys are starting to see it, recognize it, and start putting it on the chart. So this is the first time that we didn't have to stop and explain it as we're teaching it. So I'm glad, I'm really happy that a lot of you guys were able to mark on the charts correctly. So it means you guys are learning. So good job. Good
Yes.
job.
Yes, I must say clap yourself again. Give yourself a hand clap.
In my mind, I've said this a lot recently. PTP is one of the most important things that you can have in down. And it looks like a lot of you guys have that down. A lot of you guys are have it down for your entries. Now you got to focus on your exits, right? And maybe that's the next evolution of our master classes, or like the level 1 on PTP. Feels like you guys got it down. So we're gonna have to step it up a little bit, which is awesome, which is really good.
Okay. All right, that's it. I won't give you any more exercise.
Whew.
So I
No more
have
homework.
no. When I see you again, I was going to have you identify this, but it's okay. All right, thank you, and that's it for tonight. So you know the tools for trading in the market. Those three major.
Thank you. Yep,
You're
good
welcome,
PTP,
sir.
no KPI, and position size. Those
Yeah.
are the three things that every trader should have down. They should have it down packed, and they should know exactly where your KPIs are, what your position size is, and your entries and your exits for PTP. So yes, everybody gets a pass tonight. Everybody, but we're grading on a curve. So just kidding. Good job, guys. And we will see you guys in the morning.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Cliffy.
Cliff. Thanks so
You're
much, Cliff.
welcome,
Appreciate
man.
it.